Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today we're going to talk about Roku, a video streaming and television streaming service. But first, I want to remind you that this is an educational channel where we can share ideas and learn together. No one is a better trader than the other. So do your own due diligence, take these ideas and then research them further and make your own decisions. Let's get started with Roku. Roku has had a great move up over the last 8 to 10 months. And then it's been taking a little hit and continues to take a hit. And it even had a down candle today, a red candle. The target price is $4.79. It's trading at around $300. That's a large chunk of change. Come all the way back up to here. With the situation of people staying at home and working at home, I believe that Roku has a lot of potential, but it hasn't been profitable, but they're thinking it will be. It's optionable, shortable, and the analyst recommendation is a 2.2, which is moderate, according to Finviz. It's had a recent upgrade, March 3rd. They're on the move as far as trying to make some money, trying to attract the ad revenues, monetize it. Lots of recent news. Roku acquires long-running This Old House. I like that show because I live in an old house. Tipranks has this a target of 480 with a moderate buy, similar to Finviz. It's a 10, which I like. Hedge fund activities increased. Technicals are positive. Fundamentals, but based on that PE probably. And the same chart that we've seen in Finviz. Earnings date is May 12th, a good distance away. And the PE that is not looking real hot here. So it doesn't look like it's going to be profitable this year again as well. It needs to get some advertising, apparently. And there's This Old House article. Lots of positive news. Lots of very interesting news. It sounds like it's a moving company. That PE concerns me. Anyway, they outperform. I hope the analysts know what they're doing. But remember what I said. They're no better than you and I. That target, very attractive. This is a Tradingview chart. Support is way up here, and that's your target of $500. Lots of room to grow. This is the zigzag indicator, which is my trend indicator, and this is minor zigs. And what you do is you take this is the zero lag, and you see a little green dot, you take the dot as long as it's below the zero and 2 bars after the zig. The zig is perfect. Always perfect, but it looks 2 bars ahead, so you have to wait 2 bars on a peak. So this is a down signal. The zig is down 2 bars after, and you can take that, and that'd be a nice long trend down. But today, I'm basing this decision on the technical RSI indicator, which this is a stochastic RSI, and this is the pure RSI. And you notice that both are below their standard range. The RSI is based on a 30 and 70. So when it's below the 30, you start looking to see if it's come around. And the stochastics, if it's below the 20, you start looking. Both of these look like they might come around, and when they come back around, that's when you're supposed to take the trade. This looks like a zig knows what it's doing here, but now it doesn't know what it's doing. So we're going to assume that it's probably going to go up. And if it does tomorrow, if I get a green candle tomorrow, we might just want to take this trade or wait another day. But either way, we had a long run down. We probably due for a rise at some point in time. It looks like this was some kind of support here and some kind of support here. And by the way, I've noticed that when the two RSIs agree, you take these trades, and the two RSIs, it tends to be a strong single. In both of these, you react to it when it comes below and then comes back around, or comes below and comes back around, and the zigzag is pointing in that same direction. You can take the trade. So this would have been a nice trade. Likewise, we get it down here, and that would have been a nice trade down. Anyway, I think we're about ready to get a single here. That's my thought. It's just my premonition. Both of the RSIs agree. The MACD is below the zero line. I like that. Technically, I think this is ready to go. And then we've seen that fundamentally, based on Tipranks that seems to be looking good to go there. So I'm going to be looking to buy this in the next couple of days. Let's do just a little bit more analysis and summarize. Well, we can see that ROKU is a very large company with a market cap of $39 billion, currently trading at $300. The PE, hey, they're not profitable. That's because they're giving too much stuff away. But there is some hope for the future. And the analysts give this a very, very high rating. It's a buy with Finviz, and the earnings probably in May. It has some assets that they can break apart. But the company, if you did break it apart, you would end up with less than you started with, because the assets don't cover all the costs. Now, I use some options to predict what the move would be, some option magic. And basically, it's just take a straddle, add them together, and then multiply it by a percentage of probability that I want to achieve, and I come up with this expected move, $7. So I believe this thing is going to move much more than $7 in the next 39 days. But if you're going to set some options, make sure you set them well above this high and low. I'll be opening this in the morning along and around $300. I feel very confident because Tipranks gives this a high score of 10, and they're ranking it a moderate buy. And here's my stop losses. And these are the ones here. If I was going to use a percentage of 5% and 3%, these are the stop losses calculated here. If I use those 5% profit and stop loss, this is what I expect to have. So, depending on tomorrow's, if it's an up day or a down day, if it looks like it's going to be an up day, I would get in on ROKU, because I do believe this is going to easily make this $7 move in the next 30 days, 40 days. Again, do your own due diligence. This is just my opinion. This is what I'm pulling the slot machine lever and taking a gamble. And this is my assessment and my belief that ROKU is going to move $7 in the next. Please like and subscribe. I hope this helps. Please consider putting ROKU on your watch list. Watch it for a little while. Maybe even paper trade it. Happy trading. Again, please like and subscribe. I could use the likes and subscriptions and the comments.